Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs, man. Hey, we got a great segment for you all coming up, man. We want to talk about Hamburg's dominant win against the Warren Lumberjacks. This right here was a big game, y'all. This right here was one of the biggest games in the state. One of the, if I know it was the biggest game in A4A, but Hamburg came out here and pretty much dominated this game from start to finish, winning this game 67-54 on a historic performance by star running back Nakia Lewis, rushing for over 400 yards and 6 touchdowns. It seemed like the kid just lived in the end zone. I'm gonna be honest, man. I was watching this game and I just got tired of seeing them score. That's the type of offense that Hamburg got. Over the last few games, Hamburg is putting up historical numbers, almost averaging 60 points per game. That's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't come out here and score 60 points. But this team is averaging almost 60 points per game within these last few games. But before I get started, man, make sure I hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. Make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. But like I said before, man, I switched over from the Real Untouchable podcast over to here, the Winner Circle podcast. So make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna get everything jumping. As y'all see, I don't have an intro video. I'm working on that now. It should drop sometime this week. My intro video. It's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna have maybe 4 or 5 intro videos for this podcast. But hey, man, listen, this right here was a historic night. This right here was a historic night for the Hamburg Lions, dominating their 8-4A rival, the Warren Lumberjacks, 67-54. Nakia Lewis in this game right here, rushing for 409 yards and 6 touchdowns. Caden Thomas coming out having 280 yards of total offense with 2 touchdowns. Hamburg moved to 5. They moved to 5-1. While the Warren Lumberjacks dropped to 4-2. This is their first loss in conference play. But Hamburg right now is on a historic run with this offense. This offense right here, led by a big physical offensive line, and Nakia Lewis is putting up monster numbers. Man, this team right here is looking like one of those teams. I was saying this right here yesterday to my friend and my boys on the podcast. This team remind me of the 2022 Malvern team when they ran behind Jalen Dupree to a state championship. That's what I look at this team right there, this Hamburg Lion team. I think that this team right here could possibly do that type of performance as they get ready to this last stretch. This week they play against the CrossFit Eagles, a crosstown rivalry in a game that they should win. Then they play against Star City in a game that they should win until they get ready and go up against DeWitt, in which I feel like they should win. Bearing any injuries or anything like that, because that happens. But hopefully that they can stay healthy. These next 3 games should be wins heading into the Stuttgart game. Now Stuttgart fans, they was talking a lot of trash yesterday. I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all because guess what? These 2 teams are gonna meet on the field. They gotta meet. It ain't like they can just skip over the game. The game is gonna happen. It's gonna happen on Campbell Field. It's gonna happen on a Thursday night, and that game might come down to who takes 8-4A. So you ain't got to sit back and be like, hey, I was looking at some of the comments that y'all was putting up there, Stuttgart fans. They were saying that Hamburg defense is this. Stuttgart defense ain't that good either. Like y'all trying to act like Hamburg defense stand up when they need to stand up. Okay, they stand up. They get the stops that they need to get. What do I feel like? Do I wish they can make more stops? Everybody wish that their defense can make more stops. But I will say this right here, Stuttgart defense, Stuttgart ain't seen a team like Hamburg. They ain't seen an offense like Hamburg offense. You can say that y'all see an offense like that in practice every single day, but you ain't seen this offense right here every single day. You ain't seen when you get on the field with a Nakia Lewis. Yeah, y'all got a good running back. He ain't Nakia Lewis. You can say that you see an offense like that every single day until you see that offense right there, until you see that offensive line right there in person. So, but I'm not gonna go back and forth with Stuttgart fans. At the end of the day, I understand y'all happy. We happy too. We happy that we're finally winning games. You see what I'm saying? We happy that we got a good team. We happy that we got a team that could possibly go to state. So I understand, but we ain't gonna just sit here and act like we ain't been here before, because we have. You know what I'm saying? But good luck the rest of the way. You know, same thing when it comes to Hamburg. We know we got to take care of business these next 3 weeks. We know we got to go out here. The games are played on the field. I can say whatever I want to say in my living room, but the games are gonna be. These young men got to go out here and they got to play the game on the field. But let's talk about the Warren game. Warren came into this game. I knew, I could tell by looking at Bo Hembry's press conference before the game. I knew that he knew that Hamburg was coming. And Coach Johnson hit him hard from the start. Hamburg said, forget it, we're going to take the ball. Even though I don't like it. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, man. But I guess I see what Coach Johnson is doing. But I hate taking the ball first. But I see what Coach Johnson is doing. He feel like this. My offense is so dynamic. We're going to take the ball. We're going to run it down your throat. And then we're going to see what you're going to do. And that is exactly what they did on the first play of the game. They did a round, I think a wide receiver, you know, the wide receiver came around, took the handoff and and did a reverse pass and did a pass to the quarterback. And see, that's the stuff that I be talking about when it comes to Caden Thomas. You can do all of this right here with him. Because why? Because he's an athlete. You can do whatever you want to do with a quarterback like this right here. You see what I'm saying? You can do whatever. Like, honestly, you can possibly get Nikhil in the Wildcat and pretty much throw it out there to him. And then he throw a long pass because he's so athletic. He can do everything. See, when you have a quarterback like this right here, your offensive playbook is wide open. You can do everything. And that's right there what I like Coach Johnson did from the start. He came out, he gave it to his wide receiver, who they said he's a quarterback, and he gave a nice pass. And guess what? Your quarterback is off to the races because ain't nobody in the state that can catch him. They hit him hard first. Warren came back and they took the ball down. And I kept telling everybody, man, you know, I'm in a group chat with my homeboys and they was like, man, this game is over. I said, listen, when it was like 22 to like 8 or something, 22 to 6, I said, listen, when you have Blade Fellows and you have Josiah Steen, that's about 28 to 35 points right there, because that's just how dynamic those two players are. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Bo Hembry behind calling the plays. So, you know, you got to give respect to those young men. You got to give respect to that organization over there. And that's what I kept saying. It ain't over. It ain't over. And Warren kept coming. Blaze Fellows, I think he had about 200 yards. Josiah Steen had about a 150, 160. That's what these two players can do. But Hamburg, led by Nikhil Lewis, he wasn't going to lose this game. I feel like he took this game personal. And when he was running the football, you can tell that he ran that football. And I keep saying, man, he just keep getting better and better every game. It getting stronger and stronger as the game goes by. The game goes on. I think he, you know what I'm saying? He come out there at the beginning of the game, just basically looking and see where he can pretty much hurt the defense. And then I think that as the second, third quarter comes, he knows what spots he's gonna pick. And I always be saying this, right? I say he's out here playing backyard football. That's exactly what he played. He played backyard football. You remember how you used to play backyard football when you bust along and you zigzagging across the field? That's exactly what he be doing out there, having fun, playing backyard football. Because he know behind that off. And we got to give it up, man. Listen, the game of the week, the player of the week, yes, it's not Nikhil Lewis, but it's that offensive line in front of him as well. Because these dudes right here, they just get down and dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? They just get down and dirty. And that's what I love about them, man. You know, that I love about this offensive line is because they just wear you out to where Nikhil, his holes be so big, you know, and I'm just looking, he's just running through these holes, you know, he running through them and Warren they could not stop him. You know, when as the game went on, I feel like he's just like, yeah, you know, I know I got Warren where I want him at. And he hit him with another long bomb. I'm going to tell y'all something. This ain't the dynamic. This offense right here can be even more dynamic than we even thought. This offense right here can be dynamic. This offense right here can possibly average 60 points per game. They can score 60 a game, y'all. Because just think about it. We seeing them throwing the ball, but we hadn't seen them be efficient at just getting these getting this offense going with the passing game. Yeah, you know, they boom, hit them there. Yeah, but when we finally see this passing game finally get into attack mode and Nikhil running behind that offensive line, man, dude, this offense right here pretty much unstoppable. You're going to have to probably stop kicking it to him. So probably have to start doing kicking onside kicks just so you can pretty much shorten the game, or You pretty much go and do what Magnolia did to him, shorten the game, run the ball, get first down. That's probably how it is. I think that's the only way you can stop this offense. And when I was sitting there going back and forth with the Stuttgart fan yesterday, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't know if they've been watching Hamburg. I don't know if they, yeah. When I broke it down last week when I went all the way down, and I went from the quarterback all the way down to the defensive to the punter. Why Hamburg was better at all these positions. Same thing I do when I'm gonna go down the line when it comes to Stuttgart. When I go down the line, Stuttgart versus Hamburg, Stuttgart got a hell of a quarterback. Hamburg got a hell of a quarterback too. Stuttgart got a good running back. Here, Hamburg got a hell of a, they got the best running back. You know, when we look at the wide receivers, Hamburg got some hell of a wide receivers too. I like big man. I think that, to be honest with you, I've been telling everybody, I think that they should play him at linebacker. I think that he's, you know what I'm saying? I think that he can be a big part of their defense. You know what I'm saying? You got KB over there on the other side. I think that he's one of the best wide receivers in the state. Same thing when it comes to the offensive line. We know Hamburg got the best offensive line in A4A. So Stuttgart can go ahead on there and chop that one up. The defensive line, I like Stuttgart defensive line. I like their linebackers. But if I had to choose, I'm going with Hamburg's offensive. I'm going with Hamburg defensive line and their linebacker, because I don't think they have. I know they got good players, but their players are upperclassmen. Their players are juniors and seniors. Yeah, we got a super sophomore back there leading that linebacking core. So he gonna only get smarter, and he gonna get better, and he gonna get bigger. So if I had to choose, I'm gonna pick Aiden Robinson over their linebackers. And then when I go to the secondary, I'm going with the hometown kid. I mean, and then the kid on the other side, I forgot his name. What's his name? Man, somebody in the comment section, man, tell me. What's his name? Jashawn, the little kid the sophomore number. I mean, the number 0. Man, listen, man. He's starting to get his confidence. He's starting to feel like he can. And the best thing you can do as a young player is get your confidence. Once you get your confidence, I'm gonna tell you something. He gonna only get better. And then you got Ducky over there on the other side. He just, you know, he do him. Yeah. Hey, somebody just said his name is Jayshawn Goodwin, man. Jayshawn Goodwin. Man, appreciate y'all, man. Kristen Morris and Seahawks Sports, man. Yeah, man. My boys over there, Seahawks Sports, man. They always keep me updated on them players. Jayshawn, man. Jayshawn Goodwin. But yeah, man, he's starting to get his confidence. That's the best thing for a young player to do, is get their confidence. Once he get his confidence and he continue to build his confidence up, and I even said it yesterday, you know, I mean, I feel like coach should throw him out there running back, even though I know Nakel don't want to come out the game. I'll put him out there and give him some reps at running back. Because guess what? That's probably going to be your running back next year. And then you're about to play against Crossett. So, I mean, I would like to see him get a couple drives, get his confidence built up at the running back position. But I'm gonna tell y'all, that defense, when I look at both sides of the ball, Hamburg got the team. It's about execution. Same thing I said against Warren. It's about execution. If they execute Hamburg, and I keep saying it, the more I watch Hamburg play, the more they remind me of the Malvern team. Go back and watch them when they had Jalen Dupree. It was 2022 when they had Jalen Dupree running that ball, and they had a good defense. Everybody thought when they went up against what's that team called? It's an academy. It's I forgot the name of them, but they was playing against this team. They was throwing the ball all over the field. They was like, how is Malvern gonna beat this team? Malvern came out there in Little Rock and beat the brakes off of them. Why? Because they had something that the other team didn't have. They had Jalen Dupree. Hamburg got something that nobody else have. They got Nakel Lewis. And if you got that, you got an offensive line, you can wear teams down. Man, I'll tell you something. I saw Warren pretty much, you know, I saw how Hamburg offensive line was wearing Warren defensive line out. And I know them linebackers got tired of seeing Nakel Lewis. Hell, I know the cornerbacks got tired of seeing him. Yeah, because I know I would have got tired of seeing him. Every time I'm looking around here in my face. But this dude is getting better and better. At 17, almost 1,800 rushing yards, over 30-some touchdowns. Dude, this kid is on a historic. And I did a podcast a few weeks ago saying who was the best running back to come out of Hamburg. I'm gonna have to rearrange this. So I'm about to do that podcast again, because Nakel, it might be getting into he might be joining just it's just him and then everybody else toward, you know, everybody who battling for second. Because right now I ain't never seen no running back do this right here in high school. Well, I watched Jalen Dupree do it at Malvern. He had about 2,800 yard rushing with about 41 touchdowns. But this kid right here got 32 touchdowns in 6 games. And we got Crossley coming up. We got Star City coming up. Ooh-wee. Just imagine if coach mess around and let him, which I don't think he will, but if coach mess around and just let him get them stats, man, this dude can go over, he can be at 3,000 after these 2 games right here. He can go for 300 both of these games, 300, that's 600 yards right there. Just think about it, man. The kid's scoring 6. He's scoring 6 touchdowns. He's scoring 5 touchdowns in his sleep. This Hamburg team is dangerous for anybody. I don't watch Darnell. I don't watch Orkadelphia. I don't watch all of these teams. And honestly, I'm going to say this right here, that this Hamburg team can go head to head with all of them. They can. Go watch them. Go watch Darnell. Go watch all these other teams, Gosnell and all these other teams. Man, Hamburg got 8-4-A is the best conference. Easily. 8-4-A is, because think about it, they got Stuttgart and they got Hamburg at the top with Warren, DeWitt, Monticello right there with them. Think about what other conference have that many good teams. What other conference? You can't tell me a conference. Ain't no other conference have that many good teams towards the top. So that tells me everything that I need to know right there. So when I look at this Hamburg team, Hamburg can go head to head with anybody in the state. Anybody in 8-4-A, if they just stay focused, make sure they take care of their bodies. Make sure because I'm going to tell you, you got to take care of your body, Hamburg. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this right here is going to be a time where it ain't just 10 games no more. It ain't just 11, 12 games no more. You're battling about 14, 15 games now. That's right there why I'm happy that Hamburg is starting to use their depth. And before I get off, I want to say this. The one move that I'm happy that the defensive coordinator did was he put number 10 at the safety position. Why did he do that? Why? I was like, I'm just sitting back. And then I'm looking at the game and I said, I like that move because he's a big, tall player that can make Warren have to throw it over the top to get it to those wide receivers, which they was doing it. But, hey, it made it harder. And I said this last week, when that defensive line starts to get into Jackson Den and starts to hit him, he starts to see ghosts. He starts to see things that's not there. And that's exactly what he started doing. He started throwing out of bounds. He started throwing into the grass, and they hit him one time and he was slow getting up. I said, that was the hit right there. That was the hit that caused him to throw that pick because he was wanting to get that ball out of his hand. He didn't get, and I'm not saying go out there to try to hurt the kid. You just want to hit him. You just want to make sure you let him know that you're there. That's all you want to do. And I'm glad that Hamburg did that. I'm glad that they made sure that and they got to do that. This defense is going to continue to get better. I know they will. The defense coordinator, he's going to make sure that they get better. But I just want to say congratulations to Hamburg. Congratulations to the Hamburg community because we deserve this. It's been a long time coming. 5-1 right now, 3-0 in the conference, getting ready to go against Crossett. Don't take Crossett easy. And I'm going to tell y'all why I don't take them easy. Because when Crossett was good and we was down, they didn't take it easy on us. We want to go out there and we want to make them feel the pain. Go out there and make sure that they understand that we want to keep them down. Go out there and dominate them. But hey, for the Hamburg community, man, all the supporters, man, hey, like I always tell y'all, CARC Sports, man, my boys over there at CARC Sports, make sure y'all go and y'all see them at these games, man. Go up to them, talk to them, man. They do amazing videos. Go over there to CARC Sports, man. The channel, the Facebook channel, YouTube channel. I was just over there watching some videos, man. They do a amazing interview. They did an interview last week, like I said, with Aiden Robinson, the linebacker from Hamburg. Make sure y'all go over there, man, and support them, man. They do hell of a work down there with coaching. They did a podcast last week with where they was the basketball portion of it, So, man, make sure y'all go over there and support them, man. They do an amazing job trying to give these kids a name, show these kids what to do, how to pretty much conduct themselves in these interviews, man. So, hey, Make sure y'all go over there and support them, man, because that's how they're going to continue to get bigger and bigger by y'all support down there in Southeast Arkansas, man. Because honestly, a lot of these players, I wouldn't have even knew who they was if it wasn't because of Arc Sports. Just going over there watching them. They do amazing interview with Fordyce players, and Fordyce just been dominating everybody. Like when I say this team right here is for real as well, man, the Fordyce Redbugs, man, if y'all ain't watched them, go over there and watch them as well. But right now, this is about Hamburg. The Lions, we here. As y'all know, we go to CrossFit this week, crosstown rivalry, the Ashley Bowl. It's time to take care of business. I know Coach Johnson gonna have them boys ready. I know he gonna have them prepared. Man, shout out to Coach Johnson, man, as well, man, and that coaching staff. Man, they did a hell of a job, man, bringing this team along, how they have been bringing them along, bringing them from the bottom. Now this team right here is one of the best teams in 848, if not the state. And like I said, take the time. Y'all see what they posted on social media. Go watch these teams play, and y'all compare them to Hamburg. Y'all gonna see the same thing I see. Hamburg is one of the better teams in the state. Yeah, right now we standing at number 5 in a lot of rankings. After beating Warren was number 5, we just jumped over them. So right now we standing at number 5 in the state. Started off as number 10, I think 10, 11 in the state. So right now we number 5, still moving up after these next 2 weeks. I think we should be able to jump inside that, like rating at number 4 somewhere. And also, man, before I get off here, Gosnell, I've been seeing y'all running your mouth a lot. I've been seeing you talking. You know, I watch y'all play, and I'm just going to be honest with you. You ain't impressive to me. Yeah, you're undefeated, but you ain't impressive. A lot of people can be fooled by them undefeated records. Okay, you're not impressive to me. You're just not. But I like your team, though. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to represent your team, but you don't have to bash other teams to make your team look good. Same thing with Stuttgart. You don't have to bash other teams to make your team look good. Stuttgart is a hell of a team. You ain't got to bash Hamburg to make your team look good because your team is already good. Same thing with Gosnell. But hey, man, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Winner Circle podcast, man. With me, Ray Diggs. I'll be on later on this week. We're gonna be talking about the CrossFit Hamburg. I'm gonna give y'all my prediction. It's gonna be a big prediction because it's gonna be a big score. It's gonna be big, y'all. I promise you that. I'm going Hamburg. Y'all know who I'm around. Y'all know my prediction is gonna be Hamburg. But I'm gonna break down on why I think Hamburg can't get comfortable. We can't get comfortable now, man. It's game 7. We got to go out here and make sure that we continue to dominate and make sure that everybody. And I see on every Facebook page, I see that picture of number 5 now. We've been through this. Now the world is seeing it. Just watch what I tell you. As the weeks come, they're going to be posting more Hamburg players because watch and see. They got more. They got more on that offensive side. They got more. I'm telling y'all. So make sure y'all tune in, man. We're going to continue to support. Hey, go Lions. Peace.